Here's an Athlon Sports headline. NFC execs say what everyone is thinking about Dak Prescott. The story goes on to cite two quotes in ESPN's annual quarterback ranking. The first one came from an NFL executive, and I quote, "He always does well enough to be in the top 10, but never gets over the hump. He makes all the throws. He's playing the position at a high level, but something's missing. Certain guys are going to elevate their team late in the game, and Dak doesn't seem to do that." And here's the second quote from an NFL personnel director. "He's lacking that high-end ceiling. Plays the position really well, but not an elite athlete and passer that Mahomes and Allen are. They need to support him in those big matchups. He's really good, but not quite good enough to elevate the entire team in those matchups." Of course, I've been saying exactly the same things for 2 years, but as usual, I was too far ahead of that curve. So, Keyshawn, your response to these quotes?
Something's missing. You know what's missing, Skip? Super Bowl ring.
That is the point.
You know, something was missing with John Elway, too. Right?
So you're saying that Dak Prescott is John Elway?
No. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, these anonymous evaluators that clearly don't know what the hell they're talking about, that says that something's missing. When you don't win a Super Bowl, and you become an easy target for negative criticism from people outside the building. I could use so many names, right? He always does well enough to be in the top 10, but never gets over the hump. He makes all the throws. He's playing at the position at a high level, but something's missing. Could I put many names in there other than Dak Prescott?
Yeah, but you can't put quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
I can put many names in there.
Yeah.
This description goes for many quarterbacks other than Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, put Kirk Cousins in there.
No, I can put Josh Allen in there.
You could. I wouldn't fight you on that one.
You're not going to fight me
I wouldn't put Josh Allen in there.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Oh, my goodness, Paul. It's the same. What the hell has Josh Allen won? Who has he elevated? Okay? Like, I can put him in there.
I can't put Josh Allen in there.
Dude, there's only been, in the last 11 seasons, 6 quarterbacks to win a title.
Yeah.
And you know who the guys that are still playing are? Patrick Mahomes, Matthew Stafford, and
Aaron Rodgers.
Russell Wilson. In the last 11 seasons.
Okay.
Tom Brady's gone. He's no longer playing. Nick Foles is no longer playing. And Joe Flacco is on somebody's backup roster somewhere. The Super Bowls are being won by Patrick Mahomes as of right now.
Yeah.
So, in Dak Prescott, y'all kill me with this Dak Prescott stuff, man. I don't get it. I just don't.
I think you do
get
it. I think you look at him and think, there's just a little something.
No, like the second guy said, you need help around you. Joe Burrow got there because Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and Joe Mixon and all those guys helped him.
Joe Burrow is in another league from Dak Prescott.
True.
That is so true.
It's not.
You know
it's
what
not.
it is? Let me tell you.
That's a damn lie, Skip.
No. You know what it is?
Flat out fact.
You know what it is? No, tell me this, though. You know this now. Look, he always does enough. To me, it just sounds like he's missing the it factor. You know what I'm saying? That like, all right, that big game, they take it up another level. They always gonna be good. They always gonna be pretty great. But it's just like this game, man. Damn, he just elevated his game, and we haven't seen that. That's why these comments are being said.
And you are correct in that assessment.
And then that's why I say I think Josh Allen has the it factor. He's shown me in big games. Yeah. He came up short in that Kansas City game, but he delivered.
Kansas City game wasn't his fault.
I know,
he
exactly.
Don't play defense.
But he showed me he had the it factor right there.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I say don't put him in that category.
And I could go back to Dak Prescott first year as a full-time starter. He's supposed to beat the Green Bay Packers. That's not his fault. That Aaron Rodgers made one of the biggest throws in the history of the league, going from right to left and getting his hips turned around, and that's not his fault.
That was actually a very easy throw, but I'll give
you feel like it's just like...
It was an easy throw. It was wide open.
I love...
It's not an easy throw. I'm a right-hand quarterback going to my left, and I got to turn my hips a certain way to get it ripped.
They moved the whole pocket out there. He had no pressure. He stood.
It's so hard.
It's like shooting open threes.
No, it's not. Skip, stop.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, he just like in their
Jared
big games,
Cook goes all the way across the field, and he is wide open at the boundary.
Yes, but you got to make that throw a laser throw in pinpoint accuracy.
Pitch and catch. That was. I'm sorry. But then they make two.
But that's Dak Prescott's fault.
Okay. I'm not saying. He played very well in that game.
That's all. That's all.
He was a rookie.
That's all I'm saying.
But guess what he had? He had the best running back in the National Football League to take some pressure off him at that point.
I cannot with y'all. I just can't, man. Because everybody got somebody when you're successful.
No, I get it, but
everybody got somebody.
You have the most lethal running back in pro football. That's what was happening.
I wouldn't say that about Tom. I've watched him for years.
You almost made me cuss on that.
No. You go ahead, because I done seen him change the roster over receivers year in and year out, no matter who he is. And when he had his best receiver, they went undefeated. They lost that year.
I can't
name his receivers in all his Super Bowl. Name them.
It's a system that allowed those dudes to plug and play. They did what they were supposed to. Those receivers.
It's not as good as what all these quarterbacks that you got. Diggs in Buffalo. You got. CeeDee Lamb over there, he's never had nobody that good. He only
had Moss. That was it.
Moss, that's it.
That was the outside guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Their system,
but he had the it factor. It was the it factor, is what I'm saying.
Itself to throwing the ball to intermediate routes to the Wes Welkers of the world, the Julian Evans of the world. They took advantage of that. They played well within what they did. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all, but he had somebody that was going to catch the balls. He had running backs. The running backs, by committee...
They had running backs.
Man, their whole running game, every year they had a running back. Every single year.
Not that superstar running back.
No, but they do it by committee.
They just had different guys every year somebody do.
Committee.
That's what I'm saying.
Gronkowski at the tight end spot.
That's what I'm talking about.
He had one of the better defenses in the league.
It factor to deliver with whoever they put in front of him.
Nobody said Tommy didn't have an it factor.
No, but this is what I'm saying about Dak. This is what I'm saying about certain quarterbacks. It's like something about them that you like, damn, when the big game come, it's just they're going to be the same. They don't elevate to another level.
And I said to you, I said that's true. But I can point to many of them that are in the same position. This individual, whoever this anonymous scout, executive, whatever, who probably didn't like Dak coming out, because that's what happens is, probably didn't like him coming out of Mississippi State.
Well,
so he ain't gonna never.
Nobody liked.
He ain't gonna never say, because he don't want to say he missed. Yeah. So he ain't gonna never say anything positive about him. When you look at Dak Prescott, Skip, yes, he's 2-5 in the playoffs. Okay, all right. There's guys that's gone on to go to Hall of Fame and win Super Bowls that were 2-5 in the playoffs once upon a time too. Everything can be measured against Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady. That stuff is an outlier, man.
Yeah.
It really, truly is.
Unless you used to be the Dallas freaking Cowboys. That's the point here. If you're a lifelong fan the way I am, and you saw Don Meredith and you saw the great Roger Staubach, and you were around Troy Aikman through the dynasty of the 90s, you say, oh, that's what it looks like, that's what it tastes like, that's what it smells like. Your championship team, I know what that was. It has a different feel to it, and you just say, "Oh, okay, yeah." But they split with them. They won one, and the Lakers won. Kobe, that's Kobe Bryant that you split with. I know what that is. I know what the Cowboys are not. Dak is always going to be a fourth-round pick that nobody really loved, who played way over his head for his rookie year and for the first couple of years. And slowly but surely, he became a fourth-round pick.
Skip, he has not dropped off. The man was second in MVP voting last year. He was just number 2 in MVP voting.
That's what those quotes say. He's top 10 through the regular season. And then you get him to the big ones. Even in the regular season, you get him to San Francisco on a Sunday night. Go look at what happened. 3 interceptions happened at San Francisco. Joe Burrow went to San Francisco and picked them to pieces. After Dak was there and threw 3 picks, Joe Burrow played the quarterback game of the year at San Francisco. And you're telling me that Dak and Joe Burrow are the same? It's that.
They ain't won nothing.
No. Oh, Joe got him.
Won nothing.
If Joe stayed healthy, he would have been going to the Super Bowl. That's how good he is.
If was a fifth.
Yeah, but listen, Joe Burrow's got Brady in him. He's got that.
He got an it factor.
He's got the it factor.
I've never said he didn't have an it factor. I like his mink coats and his Cartier glasses too. I do. I think he got swag. But in the end, I must say this. Patrick Mahomes is the only dude at the quarterback position that continuously wins Super Bowls.
Okay, all right. But if you're the Cowboys and you have not even been back to an NFC championship game since there was no more.
But why does
Troy
it all
Aikman.
fall on this man, though, Skip? Why such vitriol for who he is at the position
I don't
for
have
the
any-
Dallas? Not you.
I don't hate him personally. I like
Just
him. I think he's a great guy.
Just the whole Dak Prescott doesn't deserve his money. You pay him money,
I know, but
high price money for a backup court. I'm like, what are
but
y'all looking at?
It's classic throw good money after bad because you know what he is and what he